got my tire inflator from Amazon, an Avid or an Avid power inflator, 12 volt, 120 volt dual power, so that means it plugs into the wall at your home outlet, or as well as the cigarette lighter in your car. I'm interested to see what this has. I've got the set of instructions here and the unit itself. There was a few features that I thought were really important to get. It looks like it has a setting here for soccer balls, basketballs, and athletic balls. Looks like it's got a setting here for tires or heavier duty kind of inflation tasks. It's got a light here on the end of it, which would be really handy, especially if you're trying to do this at night, not only to see what you're doing, but also would allow as a warning to other cars that may be coming down the road. And then it's got right here, it's got a feature that, I don't know if you can see that, but it's a plug that goes to an outlet in your home, a 120 volt outlet. And then the 12 volt, switch it over to here, is an indicator with a cigarette lighter. So you can operate it from your car or from the road. So that's pretty cool. And then you've got your digital display here. And it looks like there's several different settings, but the one that we'd be interested in on this button here is pounds per square inch. The idea is when you plug this in, that it will display like a tire gauge how much pressure you have in your tire, so you can set plus or minus with these buttons how much tire pressure to add into it. And this is supposed to be designed to where you can set the pressure, it'll pump up to where it gets to that pressure and then set off on its own. It also has a USB port right here, so you can charge your phone or other electronic devices. And then down here, it's got a little tray, let's open it, that has different fittings. It looks like a needle for a ball, and then different size fittings for like pool toys and things that you might go to the beach with, or even to fill up an air mattress, etc., that sort of thing. Underneath here is the electrical cord that winds up into this slot below, and it looks like this is what would plug into your home outlet. On the back side here, we've got a hose that connects onto this would be for like pumping up rafts or air mattresses or the like. And there's a fitting on the back side here that we could actually put this on. It fits into this slot, and then it looks like it twists counterclockwise, yep, to get that in. And then we also have this feature, which is a good long cord that has an adapter for your cigarette lighter, so if you're on the road you can power it with that. And so it winds around this piece here. Looks like it has a lot of nice features on it. It has a plastic outer case, but a solid steel motor inside of it. And then of course, finally, we've got our air hose that would wraps around here. It's got these insert places here where it can secure the air hose. But this is what you would use for bike tire, or to put your needle in for a ball, and also to pump up your car tire. What you do is you put the stem on here and then just clamp that down like that for a good secure fit. I'm real anxious to check it out and see how this baby works. Okay, I'm out on the road, I don't have an electrical outlet, so in this case I'm going to have to use the cigarette lighter port to power the device. And with my car, the power does not go to the cigarette lighter unless my vehicle is on. So it has to be on for this to get any signal. I'm simply going to plug it in and just make sure it's good and tight. As we begin, we want to locate the tire stem and tire cap and turn the cap counterclockwise to remove it. Now I'm going to put the air hose with the lever or clamp on it onto the stem. Shove it on there pretty good. You can hear the air come out, and then push it down so it's parallel to the cord. Now what it's doing, I've turned the machine on with this button here, and I can see that the pressure is reading at 31 pounds per square inch. Having located on my tire in very small writing, it says right here that I do not want to put any more than 40 pounds per square inch in these tires. Generally I run about 36 in them, so even in the sun, when your car's in the sun, it's going to register a couple of pounds higher than if your tires were cold, just because of the heat creates a higher pressure for the air. But in our case, I want to inflate this back up to 36 pounds per square inch. So on this unit, I'm going to locate the tire. It has a tire indicator and a ball indicator. And for a tire, it's a little higher pressure setting, so I'm going to push that. And it's going to run, and I'm just going to keep an eye on it until it hits 36 pounds. Okay, it's achieved 36 pounds, and so I'm going to turn it off by hitting this button here. You also notice that this button is for the port. If I'm using the battery or the charger from the car battery or the cigarette lighter, and I'll turn it to this setting. That's an indicator for a plug and an outlet if I'm near an outlet that I could use to power this device. So, but in this case, I'm using the power port from the car. So now that it's at 36 and I've turned the machine off, I'm going to disengage by lifting up the lever and simply pulling off the air hose. I'm going to take my cap and I'm going to screw it back on clockwise. And this just prevents any slow leakage coming out of the stem to keep your tires, at the level that they should be. Now that we've inflated the tire and we're wrapping everything up, we've taken the air hose off the tire, we've put the cap back on the tire, made sure it was on good and tight. I'm just going to pull the power supply cord out of the cigarette lighter. And there you have it. It's as simple as that. We wind our air compressor up, put it back in the car, and we're good to go. One last word of advice. You're going to want to check your tire and make sure there's not severe damage to it if you find that you're on the road and you have a flat and you need to pump it up, because it may just go flat again. So check your tire to see if there's any nails, screws, or any other road debris that might have gotten in your tire. If none is present, you may elect to drive it for a couple more days and see if it goes down again, at which time you'll want to take it into any tire dealership that will be able to repair it for $5 or $10. In fact, many places, if you return to the place where you bought your tire, they'll repair it for free. It's always a good idea to have them checked out and also have them use their measuring device to see what kind of tread is left on your car's tire to see if you're due for a replacement. I hope you found this helpful. It's quite simple, I know, but these things are really handy, and if you're in a bind, they're an invaluable tool to have. Thank you very much. Check out our articles on letsfixitup.com. We've got a couple more articles on other uses for these tire inflators / air compressors, as well as how-tos on a lot of different subjects. So please comment, let us know how we're doing, and let us know if we can investigate anything that you're interested in. We'd be glad to do that.